Hello everyone. Today in this video we will discuss some more problems which are related to area moment of inertia. Now everyone observe this L section diagram. L section diagram will come under the unsymmetrical section. In unsymmetrical section, in the centroid calculation part, we will get both x bar and y bar as it is an unsymmetrical section. Now they are asking to calculate moment of inertia about centroidal axis, that is Ixx and Iyy, and this L section will come under the plane figures, as it is a combination of two rectangular sections. We can divide this L section into two rectangular sections. So we will see all the formulas which are related to rectangle here. Area formula is BD, x bar is B by 2, y bar is D by 2, and Igx is BD cube by 12 and Igy is DB cube by 12. We can use all these formulas in the calculation part. Now first of all we will calculate Ixx value. So for that one we need to draw the given diagram once again in this manner, and we will locate all the y distances to the x base, and we will locate h distances also. Now see here, I will divide this L section into two rectangular sections in this way. Like I will consider this section as the first section and this section as the second section. Now we will write the dimensions for the individual sections separately once again in this diagram. Here for the first section dimensions are 75 and 10. So here for the first section 75 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Next one for the second section, base value is given as 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeters here. Next second section is up to here only. So complete value in the given diagram is 125. So 125 minus 10. Remaining distance is 115 centimeters. So from here to here up to the individual second section is values 115 centimeters. So these are the individual dimensions for the individual sections. Next, locate the centroid point for the first section here. Next, locate the centroid point for the second section. Next, locate the centroid point which is out of the L section for the complete L section. Here mark it as a G centroid point. Next, as here we are calculating the Ixx value, in the complete process you will get the perpendicular distances in terms of the y distances. So we need the x base. So project x base. Next, project centroidal xx axis from the first section. From the first section centroid point, project centroidal xx axis which is passing through the centroid of the first section. Next, project the centroidal xx axis which is passing through the centroid of the second section. Next, project the centroidal xx axis which is passing through the centroid of the complete L section. By this we got the three centroidal xx axis which are passing through the centroids of the first section and second section and the centroid of the complete L section. Now from this axis we can get the positions of the h1 and h2 distances. Now here y1 is the distance from the centroid of the first section to the x base. y2 is the distance from the centroid of the second section to the x base. Next here y bar is the distance from the centroid of the L section to the x base. Next, here h1 is the distance between centroidal xx axis of the first section and centroidal xx axis of the complete L section, h1. Next, h2 is the distance between centroidal xx axis of the second section and centroidal xx axis of the complete L section. From this diagram we got the y1, y2, y bar, h1, h2 distances. From this we can calculate the values very easily from this diagram. Now first of all we will calculate the y bar value. Area formula for the rectangle is B into D. So for the first section area is base value is given as 75 and depth value is given as 10. So 75 into 10. Next, area value for the second section is base value is given as a 10 and depth value is 115. So 10 into 115. Next y1 value. Y1 value here. So formula is d by 2. So directly 10 by 2. So 10 by 2. Next y2. And we all know that formulas are applicable up to those individual sections only. So depth, actually for the y2, depth value for the second section is 115. So formula will be applicable up to here only. So 115 by 2 up to here for the second section, plus remaining 10 centimeters to the x base. So 115 by 2 plus 10. By substituting all these formulas in the main formula of the y bar, we can calculate the y bar value. Next, as here two sections are there in the L section, we will get Ixx1 and Ixx2 to calculate the Ixx value. So first of all, we will calculate the Ixx value. For the Ixx value, we need Igx and H1 and A1 value to substitute in the parallel axis theorem. So Igx formula is BDQ by 12 here. Igx formula is BDQ by 12. So in terms of the one, B1 D1 cube by 12. Base value is 75 and depth value is 10 for the first section. So substitute those values, you will get the Igx value and H1 value. Second. Here for the first section, again area calculation. Area we have already calculated in the y bar calculation. So A1 is equal to 75 into 10. Next y bar is nothing but H1 is nothing but y bar minus y1 in terms of the y distances. So here y bar value is from here to here and y1 value is from here to here. So y bar minus y1, you will get the H1 value. Bigger number minus smaller number, you should get the positive values in the H1 and H2 calculations. Next, by substituting this Igx1 value and A1 value and H1 value in the parallel axis theorem, you will get the Ixx1 value. Next, do the same procedure for Ixx2 also. So Igx2 is equal to B2 D2 cube by 12. So for the second section, B value is at 20 and depth value is 115. So here 10 into 115 to the power of 3 by 12. Next, area we have already calculated. Next, H2 value is y bar minus y2. In the problem, here y2 is the bigger value and y bar is the smaller value. So here y2 minus y bar actually. Here y2 minus y bar actually. Bigger number minus smaller number. So you will get the positive value for the H2 value. Next, substitute all these values in this formula in the parallel axis theorem formula. You will get the Ixx2 value. Now we got Ixx value and Ixx2 value. By adding these two values, we will get the total Ixx value for the complete L section in this way. Once again, see the Ixx procedure. Ixx, this is the diagram in terms of the y distances and h distances. Next, y bar calculation. Next, Ixx1 and Ixx2. Next, by adding Ixx1 and Ixx2, we are getting the Ixx value. First part is completed. Now coming to the second part, Iyy calculation. Iyy calculation. Now once again draw the given diagram in this way. Now in this diagram, do the same procedure, but project all centroidal y axis and x distances to the y base. That is the difference here. Here take it as the first section and consider this section as the second section, and write the individual dimensions for the individual sections separately, and locate the centroid points and locate the centroid of the complete L section, and as it is a Iyy calculation part, project the y base. Next, here x1 is the distance from the centroid of the first section to the y base. x2 is the distance between the centroid of the second section to the y base. Next, x bar is the distance from the centroid of the complete L section to the y base. Next, here h1 is the distance between centroidal y axis of the first section and centroidal y axis of the complete L section. Next, here h2. h2 is the distance between centroidal y axis of the second section and centroidal YY axis of the complete L section. By this, in this diagram, we got all the values for H1, H2, X1, X2 and X bar. From these values, we can calculate the IYY value very easily. Now here, first of all, we will calculate the X bar value. Now here, we already calculated the area values in the Y bar calculation. So substitute those values only here. Why? Because area values will be same only for the first section and for the second section in XX procedure and in YY procedure. Next, we need to calculate the X1 and X2 distances. Now X bar formula for the rectangle is B by 2, base by 2. So here for the X1 is nothing but from here to here. So complete base value is 75. So 75 by 2. Next, X2 is from here to here. Here for the second section base value is 10. So 10 by 2. Next, now by using the main formula for the X bar, by substituting all these values, we can calculate the X bar value. Next, to calculate the IYY, we need IYY1 for the first section and IYY2 for the second section individually. So first of all, we will calculate IYY1 here. Now we all know that IGY1 formula is dBq by 12. So here for the first section, D value is 10 and base value is 75. So 10 into 75 cube by 12, and area value we have already calculated, and H1 value is X bar minus X1, bigger number minus smaller number. Next, by substituting all these formulas in the parallel axis theorem, we will get the value for IYY1. Next, IYY2 calculation. IGY2 is equal to D2B2 cube by 12. For the second section, D value, depth value is 115 and base value is 10. So 115 into 10 cube by 12. Next, area value we have already calculated. Next, H2 is nothing but X bar minus X2. As here we are calculating the IYY, in the procedure we will get the perpendicular distances in terms of the X distances. So here in the H1 and H2 we are getting the X distances. Next, according to the parallel axis theorem, we can get the IYY2 value. So we got IYY1 value, IYY2 value. By adding these two values, we can get the total IYY value of the complete L section. So this is the IYY calculation process. IYY main diagram and X bar calculation. Next, IYY1 calculation. Next, for the second section. Next, total IYY for the L section. Once again, I will show the complete problem. This is the original diagram. We need to calculate moment of inertia about Ixx and Iyy. So first, Ixx calculation part. Next, Iyy calculation part. Now we will see one more problem which is related to cutout sections. In the previous video already I have explained that for the cutout sections everything, process, procedure, formulas, everything will be same. But in the last calculation part you will get the minus sign in place of the plus sign. That is the only difference for the cutout sections. Here they are asking to calculate moment of inertia of the shaded area about horizontal centroidal axis. Horizontal is nothing but XX axis only, but for the shaded area. So here first section is a triangular section and the second section, cutout section, is rectangular section. So first section triangular section minus second section rectangular section. If you do the procedure, and one more thing, this complete section is symmetrical about the y axis. So you will have only y bar distance and x bar is equal to 0. So here we will see all the formulas which are related to triangle and rectangle. So triangle formulas are area half BH and x bar b by 2 and y bar h by 3. And IGX formula is BH3 by 36. And for the rectangle we all know that area formula x bar, y bar and IGX, which I have explained in the first problem. Next, here we will see the Ixx calculation. Once again project the diagram. Here locate the centroid points for the second section and for the first section, and locate the centroid for the complete section. So mark it as a G point. Next see the individual dimensions for the individual sections. For the triangular sections, here 30 plus 30. So base value is completely 60 centimeters. Next complete height of the triangular section is 20 20 20. So completely 60 centimeters. Next for the rectangle, here 5 plus 5 base value is 10 centimeters. Next for depth of the rectangle is given as 20 centimeters. So here 20. Next, as it is symmetrical about the y axis, you will have only y distances to the x base. So project one x base. Next, here see the distances, y distances. Y1 is the distance from the centroid of the first section to the x base. Y2 is the distance from the centroid of the second section to the x base. Next, here y bar is the distance from the centroid of the complete section to the x base. Next, for H1 and H2, project the centroidal x axis for the individual sections. So here this is the centroidal x axis for the second section. This is the centroidal x axis for the first section. This is the centroidal x axis for the complete section. So between those two parallel axes for the complete section and for the individual sections, you will get the H1 value and H2 value. From all these values, you can calculate the Ixx value. Now first of all, we will calculate the y bar value. Here area value for the first section, triangular section. Formula for the triangle is half BH. So here half BH. Base value is 60 and height value is 60. So half into 60 into 60. Next, area value for the rectangle. Base into depth, 10 into 20. So 10 into 20. Next, y1 value for the triangular section. Y bar formula for the triangle is h by 3. H value is 60. So 60 by 3 up to the x base. Next, for the rectangular section, depth value is 20 up to here only, but remaining distance 20 in the main diagram. So 20 by 2 up to here plus remaining distance 20 to the base. So 20 by 2 plus 20. By substituting all these values in the main formula in terms of the minus sign. First section triangular section minus second section rectangular section. So by using this formula we will get the y bar value. Next, Ixx1 calculation for the triangular section. For the triangular section, Igx formula is BH cube by 36. So base value is 60 and height value is also 60. So 60 into 60 cube by 36, we will get the Igx1 value. Next, area value we have already calculated. Next, H1 value in terms of the y distances, y bar minus y1. By substituting all these formulas in the parallel axis theorem, we will get the Ixx1 value. Next, do the same procedure in terms of the different formulas for the rectangular section, second section. Igx formula for the rectangle is BD cube by 12. So base value for the rectangular section is 10 and depth is 20. So 10 into 20 cube by 12. Area value we have already calculated. H2 in terms of the y distances, y bar minus y2. By substituting all these values in the parallel axis theorem, we will get the Ixx2 value. Now we got Ixx1 value, Ixx2 value. Now as it is related to the cutout sections, we need to subtract the second section part, rectangular section part, from the triangular section part. So Ixx1 minus Ixx2. By subtracting the second section from the first section, we will get the area moment of the inertia for the shaded area about the horizontal x-axis, centroidal x-axis. So we will get the value in this process. If you subtract the second section from the first section, you will get the area moment of the inertia of the shaded area along horizontal centroidal axis, that is xx. As all the values are given in centimeters, you will get the units as centimeter to the power of 4. Suppose for example the same problem and the same diagram with the same dimensions, if they are asking to calculate area moment of the inertia about vertical centroidal axis, that is nothing but Iyy, then as the given section is symmetrical about the y axis, we know that x bar is equal to 0. when x bar is equal to 0, we know that x1 and x2 and h1 and h2 in terms of the x distance is also 0 value only. So in the parallel axis theorem formula, when h is equal to 0, we will get this complete term as 0 only. So we will get the final formula from the parallel axis theorem as Iyy is equal to Igy. Then we calculate the total Iy value in terms of the two sections, like Iyy1 plus Iyy2, that is nothing but Igy1 plus Igy2. If it is a combined composite body, suppose for example if it is a cutout section, then here you will get the minus sign. That is the only difference.